you cannot focus on the system. You have to really learn on your own. Like, yes, it requires both school knowledge, but also street knowledge. You have school knowledge, then you have individual knowledge. So, but the both of those combined, you'll take off. You can't just have either one.
I want you to listen to me very carefully, because what I'm about to say may challenge everything you believed about your struggles, your failures, and your mental state. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who go through life defeated, tired, complaining, surviving one day at a time. And those who stand tall in the face of adversity, smile when others break, rise when others quit, and win. The difference: it is not intelligence, it is not luck, it is not education. It is what I call a positive mental attitude. And let me be clear, this is not just thinking good thoughts. This is not surface level optimism. This is not plastering a smile on your face when your soul is breaking. No, positive mental attitude is a spiritual power. It is the ability to see through the fog of difficulty and still act with faith, precision, and purpose. It is the only known antidote to failure, and it is the foundation of all lasting success. I spent over 25 years interviewing the most powerful men of our time: Carnegie, Ford, Edison, Rockefeller. Men who built empires not because life was easy, but because they developed this indestructible mindset. They did not fear failure.
Last, now everybody go to breakfast. Shayo. Shayo.
I went and picked me up this clippers kit. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of paying $30+ to line up my hairline. The inch is cold. Why you bring my head down like this?
Cause I'm short.
Yeah, you stretching. Let me get my glasses off. Yep. Let me just hold the glasses.
You brought so much your hair out my way.
I got a hair tie. I'm wearing it like a necklace.
I did what I got when then kill Sovoma. I did try to buy moto or Toyota Corolla. My feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Now you crash your Ferrari for Leggy Bona. Now so much you make you have been all over. My feelings today swing like Django Lover. Feelings today swing like Timberlake at you. I'm a white dog in Venice. Why you say I did nothing for you when if I do anything you want me to do? Timberlake at you. I'm a white dog in Venice. Why you say I did nothing for you when if I do anything you want me to do? Maybe another time, maybe another life. You will be my wife and we'll get it right. Don't last. Now everybody go to breakfast. Have to say bye-bye, yo. Bye-bye, yo. To the love of my life. My eye, yo. Don't cry, yo. I need to go and shadow. I need to go and shadow.
Definitely need some more tools in order to cut my hair. I don't even know if it's focused. I don't got my glasses on, but definitely looking like we have to pick up some more materials for my hairline. I don't know, my hairline is struggling right now. It's going through a lot of stuff right now. And so I feel like I need the proper tools in order to manipulate my hairline to where it looks normal. Because I know I'm used to the barbers cutting my hair and using a lot of manipulation tools like the black spray and like the pencil and stuff like that. So I currently don't have that. Like I said, I'm a beginner with this stuff. I don't have all that extra stuff. So I did what I could do, you know what I'm saying, with the help of my girlfriend. But yeah, I had to change my camera battery. Like, this camera battery just sucks. Like, you literally gotta have a camera battery charged, ready to go. Anywho, but yeah, so yeah, I don't know, my hairline is very complicated, but hey, this is the season of evolving, so we're just gonna see what we can do. Like, I think it's about time that I learned how to cut my own hair. I've been talking about this for years, you know what I'm saying? The haircut prices just been going up and going up. Like, why am I paying $30+ just for you to line up my hairline, you know what I'm saying? Like, just for you to do a little something like this, you know? Granted, I used to have a haircut, so granted, I used to have an undercut, so that makes a lot of sense to like why I needed to go to a barbershop like every 2-3 weeks. This is my first time really getting a retwist without the style, so I was hoping that I didn't look like that girl from Jimmy Neutron, so hopefully it's not giving that. You know, so got me a little bop. Oh, now there's like a freaking shadow on the other side of my face. Like, my gosh, cannot win. I don't know, child. I don't got no mic. I don't got nothing. I'm cold. Now I got a glare in my glasses. I don't got my mic because I don't feel like hooking my mic up. Like, my mic, it's not an easy task. Hook the mic up to my computer, then transfer over that sound clip and synchronize it in the editing process to the live audio. It's too much. It's too much. Too much. I wonder if I could use. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Anyways, yeah, so I just wanted to get on here and just talk about how powerful reading is. Getting older, I've started to understand the importance of reading and how much power is in reading, how much knowledge you gain just from reading. And so I feel like going to college, this is sad, but going to college, I feel as though that really pushed me into reading. Reading was not really that important to me growing up. And I don't know why. I think because growing up in like early 2000s, it's like we were so, like that generation is so used to technology. Of course, I've had that glimpse of experience without technology to where I do remember playing outside with my friends at some point and doing a lot of stuff just in person. A lot of things used to be more authentic, and nowadays everything is just digitalized, right? And so I feel as though when I was younger, I just cared about Nintendo. I just cared about video. Ooh, I'm focused. I just cared about Nintendo games. I just cared about just playing video games, watching YouTube, like just hanging out and stuff like that. I didn't really prioritize the homework portion. I was just like, I don't want to do this. I remember being younger and I was like sent home with this book in like a bag, and we had to like stick to that same book for like a minute and do like some type of book report on it. I don't know what it's called, but I used to hate them book reports. Like, I don't know, it was never pushed upon me, the importance of reading, like I said. So I'm definitely gonna be forcing my children to read, you know what I'm saying, my future children. But as I got older, I started to really understand how much power it holds, you know what I'm saying, especially growing up, you know, looking the way I look, you know, brown skin. But nowadays, you know what I'm saying, now I am in my elevation process, and I'm young, so it's not like I'm like 80 and I'm like, okay, let me pick up a book, you know. It's just more like, okay, I was forced to read these textbooks in college that I didn't really care about, so I could read a book that I actually do care about. And so yeah, so I have a few collection of books, but the book that I'm reading right now is called Think and Grow Rich. Listen, I've been through hell and back with this book. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've been trying to read this book for too long. Like, the time period, like the gap is like I'll start to read the book, and then something in my life happens to where I take a huge gap from reading. So I gotta focus on my job. I gotta focus on that 9 to 5 because I gotta pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? You got the economy at risk. You got this war going on, inflation. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard out here, it's rough. It's real ghetto, it's real ghetto. Yeah, so life would happen. And then so I would start the book again, like leave off on whatever chapter that I was on. But then I just feel as though doing that, I'm not able to really gain the effective tools necessary for the comprehension level that is needed in order for me to elevate. And so I just thought to myself, let me just start the book over again. I've gotten to like the middle part of the book and stopped, and had to start, like, restart again. It's like my third time trying to restart back from the beginning, mostly because I want to start reading and actually remembering what I read, and making sure that I apply these tactics to my actual everyday life. So it's like, I don't want to have too many gaps in between each chapter. I want to be able to read one chapter, okay, boom, I understand it, I analyze it, I apply it to my life, boom, next chapter, same thing. Not in like a situation to where I'm on like my 9th chapter and then I forgot even what the first 3 chapters were about, you know? So that's why I'm doing that. I'm just taking this journey and just trying to, yeah, get back in my reading bag. Let me show you guys. I was never a bookworm growing up, and I hate that about myself. I feel as though I was a great student growing up. You know, I've gotten honor rolls, I got inducted to the National Honor Society, I've gotten scholarships, rewards, etc. But I feel as though if I was really like in my bag, like in my reading bag, I feel like I would have been a lawyer or something. I feel like I would have been much more further in life. And I'm young saying that, I'm young. So I feel like I would have been way much more further in life if I actually was dedicated in like reading every day. So listen, Linda. Okay, it's not too late to start reading, you know what I'm saying? So I think, like I said before, reading is powerful, reading is knowledge. There was some point in time where Black people were not even allowed to read, you know what I'm saying? A point in time where women were not allowed to get an education. So that's why I also think that it's extremely important for people who especially look like me to really actually teach themselves. Because, you know, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but the government, let me watch what I say. I just want to say the government I don't think the government tells us everything that we need to know. I feel like the government got their own stuff going on, and they want to tell the world what they want us to see, or what they want us, they tell us what we want to hear, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like as an individual, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We need to know our own information. We need to start diving into these conspiracy theories and actually figure out some stuff on our own instead of having to rely on one source of information. I feel like you just relying on the government's information, I feel like you're gonna get lost. You definitely gonna get lost. If you only believe what the media is saying, you will be lost. That's all I gotta say. So listen, educate yourself. Educate yourself, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I went to college for 6 years. I got 2 degrees, and I feel like I have not read enough. Being in college is not enough. Being in college and getting a piece of paper is not enough to actually equal your level of intelligence. It depends on the way you learn outside of an institution. Like, that's where the real education comes in. So yeah, so far, these are all the books that I have. It's not a lot of books. I eventually want to have a bookshelf with like a lot of books. I want to buy a bookshelf and just fill the entire bookshelf up with books. Like, I want to run out of books to read. So I feel like this is a good start for somebody who doesn't really practice reading. And I think that it's super important to unlock that new level of yourself, you know? It doesn't take that long. You can always dedicate. I feel like having that discipline to dedicating at least 15 minutes, 30 minutes out of your 24-hour day to reading is powerful. It says a lot. It's extremely important. So these are my books. I'm gonna do a thumbnail. Let me stop. I hate when people do that in thumbnails. Let me stop. But yeah, I feel like this is not enough books. Like, I need to have a huge bookshelf. Like, I want to be a bookworm. And that's why you have to, you cannot focus on the system. You have to really learn on your own. Like, yes, it requires both school knowledge but also street knowledge. You have school knowledge, then you have individual knowledge. So, but the both of those combined, you'll take off. You can't just have either one. I'm definitely gonna be taking you guys with me on this journey. This is just the beginning of this series. It's only the second episode, but make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all subscribe up, like your girl up, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my 30 viewers out there. I appreciate y'all. But I appreciate my 30 viewers out there, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all, for real, you know what I'm saying? We building a community together. Shout out to my 3 people who like my, well actually, I'm one of the likes. Shout out to the 2 people who like my video. I appreciate y'all, for real. I'm very excited for this journey, and you guys will see more to come. All right, bye guys.
Intellectual murder people edition. Cock and fire full of gun like Remington. Fully charged up, he got fi kill a man. Ratty gang fi me gang. Pussy run up if you